everybody, today I've come to visit a good old friend of mine, Pat Aliwell from Sheffield. Fantastic sprint man, has been for many years, and he's another fancier that don't like much publicity at all. I have to pin him down to get hold of him and do this kind of thing. So today we're just going to look at his pigeons, go through his results. Reason being is Pat is putting 6 youngsters out of his best 3 stock pairs, all of which will be siblings to multiple fed winners, which we'll show you shortly. Tony on the right is Pat's right hand man, so to speak, helps him out, and they're very good friends. So we'll have a look at the pigeons, and we'll have a look at the 6 youngsters and the parents that are going to be in the auction at Blackpool. Right, we've just come inside to speak about Pat's results more than anything, plus his line of pigeons, which are Macalonis. I think probably, if not the first fancier to bring them in this side of border back in 2004. So 15 years Pat has been very good friends with Macaloni family and has been gifted some pigeons from Willie that have all bred winners for him, including the 2 that we're going to speak about shortly. Results are phenomenal. Pat is very reluctant for publicity. I had to twist his arm to do the write-up that I first did a few years ago, and he's not keen on being on camera or on YouTube on a DVD. But he's a typical English fancier who deserves as much publicity and as much credit as anyone else. All the big names that we all know, everybody talks about them, everybody knows them, a lot of them blow their own trumpets. Pat is a typical English fancier. He keeps himself to himself, flies his pigeons tremendously, and can be a little bit shy at times, which you might see when we're speaking, but his pigeons are tremendous. I only bring people to auction that I myself would be more than happy introducing pigeons from them, and Pat is certainly one of them people. Very rare you'll have heard of Pat Aliwell outside of Sheffield, but believe you me, this loft is as good as any loft in the UK at sprinting, and I mean that, I genuinely mean that. Macaloni pigeons these days, I've spoke to Willie myself, most of them are going into China and they start at a minimum of £500 out at nest, I believe. Pat has got the cream and has had it for 15 years, and some of the results are phenomenal. Just run us through some of your fed results, Pat, over the last 3-4 seasons sprinting.
Oh God. Yeah, first 4 or 5 week fed, I don't know how many times I've done that. First 7 week fed.
We're talking first 7 ink fed, first 5 ink fed, first 4, first 6 ink fed.
Yeah.
You know,
What's the first 9 ink fed?
First 9 ink fed. And it's not a massive fed, but it's not a small fed. Some people will show results of the first 5 ink fed from as little as 700 pigeons. The fed, I believe, often said the Stocksfish Federation can send up to what, 1700 sometimes?
Yeah, averaging probably 1400 to be
Average
fair.
14, beginning at season 17,
Yeah.
14, maybe tail off towards 1200 at the end. But it's a decent birdage, and this guy is putting up results that many people have made a big name off back of, but he keeps quiet about it. Wasley Bridge Club, North Sheffield. We are, shadow of a doubt now, I think the biggest club in Sheffield. Very strong club, and has been top prize winner in that more years than he cares to remember, I think. So believe me, these pigeons are quality, and this man is a quality fancier, and he's a gentleman as well. He's honest as days long, which is a big thing for me, as you know if you've watched my DVDs and my YouTube clips. There's no polishing results and making figures look better than they are. This is genuine. and anyone will tell you he's one of the best. He's got 2 pigeons in the basket, which I'm going to ask Pat to tell us about. The first one, what's this one, Pat?
And this is a pigeon I call young Shergar. It's a 16 pigeon. It's a pigeon Willie gifted me as a squeaker. The first 2 off him in 2017, one of them, 72 in, she was first club, first fed, first mid Yorkshire combine, second Notts Derby and Yorkshire combine from Falaise on a tough day.
4,000 birds.
Boiling hot, one of them boiling hot days.
318 miles.
318 miles.
Yeah, and the sister this year was second club, 4th fed, 7th Yorkshire combine and 8th in the big combine.
Yeah.
And that was the sister, beaten by Loft, mate, by
Yeah.
the way.
So they're doing it running up towards middle distance.
So,
now
yeah,
as well.
I really fancy this one. I mean,
Yeah.
after 2, yeah, and then last year I had a youngster off him that was a joint first fed winner from Bedhampton when I took the first 7 in the fed.
First 7 in fed.
Uh,
So, and that pigeon's only 16
Only
pigeons.
baby.
He's only a baby,
Yeah,
and he's
yeah.
producing pigeons going up
Yeah,
in combine and first fed winners.
That's a pigeon Willie gifted me.
And that's a gift from his good
So
friend.
if you're watching, thanks for that, mate.
And the next one,
Oh, and he's off there. He's off one of their top breeders, Shergar,
Shergar.
when paired on to Wee Willie 47.
Yeah. Quite another famous pigeon of theirs, isn't
Yeah.
it? And this other pigeon is also a gift from Willie. This pigeon is incredible. Top breeder. Tell us about him, Pat.
So this is the yellow ring cock, another pigeon what Willie gifted me. He's been with 6 different hens since I've had him, and he's bred winners with them all.
Including fed winners.
Yeah,
You keep saying winners, but we are talking fed winners.
yeah. Again, he's down from the Merlin pair. He's a grandson of the Merlin pair. Just anything I pair him to will breed winners. What a pigeon! What a pigeon!
And he's called the yellow ring cock because
Yellow ring
of
cock. He's got no rings on. He gave me as a squeaker. He put a yellow ring on it.
maybe he was telling you purely for stock producing winners.
Yeah.
Left,
Yeah.
right and centre.
Yeah, very first nest
Mm.
winners at him. What a pigeon!
2 gifts from Macaroni family. That's how close Pat is with him. Incredible partnership. And incredible winners. Just run us through a bit more detail about the yellow ring cock's pedigree, Pat.
His breeding, well, the mother was pigeon day called Merlin 98.
Yeah.
Which is a full sister to all their best Merlin pigeons, Merlin 48, Merlin 49, Blue Magic, all parents and grandparents of fed and combine winners.
And her mother was a pigeon called Alexander from Verkerk.
The Princess, the Merlin
The
pair.
princess, the sire was a
That's a Merlin pair of Wallington Green. Yeah. And his
yeah,
father,
of course it is, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
his father was a Drapper cock. He was off Supernova and Sister Champ.
Yeah, Andreas Trapper.
Yeah.
Super pigeon. And he's producing fed winners, club winners,
Yeah.
galore.
Yeah, six hens he's been with, and even on Saturday, I had one arrived with a winner on Saturday.
Yeah. A little bit about Pat's system, not too much, it's all been covered in a write-up that I've done before, but old birds, Pat, you race cocks and hens,
Yeah,
a roundabout
like
kind
a
of
roundabout
system,
system, yeah,
which
yeah.
we've seen.
Yeah, dead simple. Hens in one side, cocks in the other side, exercise twice a day, I run together on Friday, I send a lot. Come back, they might have a couple of hours together, or sometimes I'll leave them together until Sunday morning. Not hard and fast.
Yeah. Training wise, with the old pigeons,
Usually maybe 8 or 10 tosses, and then that's it, just loft line then.
both cocks and hens.
Loft cocks and hens, yeah.
this is something that I think is important. I know a lot of people what have bought and paid a lot of money for pigeons off people who exercise the pigeons twice a day or every day, once a day. And these people get them, they might work full time and they can't sustain that regime and they don't win with pigeons. So, and it's something that I've always done with my brother. We've introduced pigeons from people under similar circumstances. So if you do work and you don't like training, Pat don't train these pigeons hard at all. Youngsters, I know everybody's youngsters get a lot of work. Pat's no different, but yearling stage and above, very, very little work, achieving fantastic results. This weekend alone, Pat had 16 pigeons dropped together at young birds.
Yeah.
It's not a bad spot, but it's not the best spot. He's in west of his club.
I'm the furthest west of the Loft in the club.
Yeah. There's Lofts over to west in the Fed, but in his club he's furthest to west, and a strong westerly wind this weekend. Pigeons did about 4 turns, did they, Tony? They came, did about 4 laps, dropped in, 16 dropped on Padby in seconds, but he got picked by a couple of yards with a few fanciers over to east. But that's only the second young bird race. But I assure you, rest of the season, just you watch. And that's what he gets. He gets pigeons dropping together. Feeding, Pat. Pat likes things simple, I can assure you that.
Dead simple, just common sense, straightforward. They come home on a Saturday, diet. Sunday, diet. Monday, half diet, half race mix. Then on to race mix for the rest of the week. I've tried all different ways, doesn't seem to make any difference.
And he's not one for products and supplements either. From the article I wrote, which I named Herbal Essence, because he likes Gary Spavin's products, which are all herbs and natural remedies, which people cottoned on to after that. I think I made Gary a few quid off that because everybody were into them. But Pat's a big believer in them. So very little products are used, very little antibiotics, which Pat is dead against.
But if they've got a problem, then they want an antibiotic. Yeah, definitely.
They don't have a regime where they get it every week or they get respiratory every fortnight. They only get it if they need it. The Lofts are fantastic, which you've seen. Pigeons are even better. So Pat's putting his very best in for Blackpool, which, like I said, I can't find any better. It's okay going to big names who are well known around country or even around world, but I look at people that I would introduce from myself and do my research. So again, I'm bringing you a fella who's unknown around country, but he's one of the best, and his results prove it. But no publicity, nobody knows. This is one of the best spin lofts in the country. Pat Aliwell. Right, Pat, this is one of your old birds. What's raced this season, yeah?
Yeah.
Can you tell us?
And she raced last season as a young bird. She was the best young bird last year, really consistent pigeon. She was a joint first fed winner twice, and again she's won 3 or 4 prizes this year. A lambrake, called them Cyril lambrakes.
Joint first fed twice.
Yeah, as a young bird. She was the best young bird.
Yeah. Just hold her there for me and I'll get a close up, Pat. And what did you say she's done this year?
Well, again, she's been consistent this year. She
Won Kettering.
yeah, she won Kettering this year, and she had a few 2 or 3 prizes at other races.
Yeah.
Again, being really consistent.
And she's a Carl and Cyril Lambrake.
Yeah. Off 2 direct ones.
Yeah. How old is she then? Just a yearling?
A yearling,
yeah. Pat, you've got a lovely check cock there. What's bloodlines and what's he won for you?
This is Macaroni pigeon. Out of their Merlin pigeons. She topped the fed from Falaise this time, and she was second Mid Yorkshire Combine and second in Notts Derby Yorkshire Combine.
From Falaise?
From Falaise, yeah. And it was a tough day as well.
Yeah, very. You've got a lot of, we'll talk about it later, but you've got a lot of Macaloni influence in your loft.
They've done really well for me, Macaloni pigeons. I can't seem to do any wrong with them.
How many years have you had them?
The hit rate I get with air pigeons is unbelievable. I first started them off in 2004. I had 6 late breds off them, and I didn't breed them off. I didn't breed off them the first year I had them. That was in 2005. I started breeding off them in 2006, and by end of 2007, all 6 of them had bred me a first fed winner.
Yeah.
Fantastic pigeon.
Incredible.
Yeah. I just can't seem to do any wrong with air pigeons.
Good friends with Wooly, aren't you?
Good friends with your family, yeah. And yeah, everything he sends me down seems to do well for him.
Right, Pat, what's this nice check coat you've got, is it?
Check tape.
Is it hair? I weren't sure.
Yeah, this is a Macaloni cross lambrake.
Yeah.
And I've been doing really well with that Macaloni cross lambrake. They've been really fast pigeons for me. She was a joint first fed winner from Bedhampton as a young bat. I took the first 7 in the fed, and she was one of them. And then this year from Newbury, was it? Again, I took the first 4 in the fed, and she was one of them. Really consistent, and this. She's only yielding.
Macaloni cross lambrake.
Macaloni cross lambrake, yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's another Macaloni pigeon. The father to this is out of air pigeon Shergar, and the mother is a Merlin pigeon. She was first fed from Falaise last year, first Mid Yorkshire Combine, and second Notts Derby Yorkshire Combine.
Macaloni, another second combine. Right.
Yeah, that's a sister to the last combine winner that I just showed you. She was second club, 4th fed, 7th Mid Yorkshire Combine, and 8th Notts Derby and Yorkshire Combine. And that's her sister.
Yeah.
From Falaise.
So there's a line there what are coming in that combine, aren't they?
Yeah. Yeah.
Macaloni pigeon. Yeah.
Yeah, Macaloni pigeon, yeah.
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 Yep.
Yeah, this is a 21 in. Really consistent pigeon, this. Macaloni cross lambrake again.
Right, we're going to show you the youngsters that Pat's putting in Blackpool. There's 6 in total. I did ask for 10, but Pat is very conscious. He just wanted to give the very, very best out of his best 3 pairs, what are producing winners. So the first one I've got here, Pat, is number 64.
64, yeah. So the mother to that is a Dork 73 in. She's out of a pair of Macaloni pigeons. Real consistent racer, first fed winner,
Yeah.
and she's bred quite a few winners and grandmothers to winners as well.
Yeah.
And the father to her was one that Willie bred me. He was a Merlin pigeon.
And I know you only get the best off
Yeah.
Willie, because you're very good friends with him, aren't you? So these are 100% Macaloni pigeon, the very best, and I know Pat gets the very best. And I dare say, in 2004 you said?
Yeah.
I dare say that he was one of the first probably to get him this side of board.
Probably, yeah.
If not the first, I think.
Yeah, nobody had really heard of Macaloni's in them days.
Yeah.
Now everybody knows them.
So Pat's had these pigeons since 2004 and gets the best of them introduced every year. So Macaroni pigeons are fetching a fortune now, and I believe when I spoke to Willie myself, a lot of them are going into China now.
That's right.
So, but these are the very best what Pat's got, and we'll speak about his results shortly.
That's a blackbird as well, isn't it? And
What's that
black-
number, Tony?
That's 962.
What's that one, Pat?
Right, so the mother to that one is a Dark 66 hen, which is a sister to the mother to that one,
Right.
off a pigeon called the Blackbird, which
Yeah.
one of the best pigeons I ever had off Willie. She was a daughter of Shadow's Image.
Right.
Now, what was the father? Oh, the father to that is a pigeon called Young Shergar. He's a 16 pigeon. It was a pigeon that Willie gifted me. What a gift that was. In his first nest, he bred me the two sisters that you've just seen up there.
Combine.
One hen to be first fed, first mid Yorkshire combine, second Knox
Knox,
Derby,
Derby, Yorkshire,
combine, yeah. And then a sister this year was second club, fourth fed, seventh mid Yorkshire combine, and eighth in the big combine. That was a sister, beaten by a Loft mate, by the way.
Up to 4,000 pigeons in that new combine as well.
Yeah, 4,051 pigeons. Yeah.
Yeah. These really are doing the business for Pat, and you can't get Macaroni pigeons off them anymore. This is where the very best are. Probably the first one to get them, all them years ago. So you're talking 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Fantastic youngster. Looks like he'll be a lovely cock when he matured. Obviously they're molting at the minute. We're in August now, so they'll be beautiful for Blackpool. Absolutely fantastic. This is another youngster that Pat's putting in, what he's holding. I'm holding one that's a nest mate to one we've already spoke about. This one is Pat's pick of the 6, his favoured pigeon. They are molting, obviously they're going to mature, but at the moment Pat says this one is his pick. What number is it, Pat?
Is 42965.
42965 for Friday night at Blackpool, so we'll see what it's like then, but this is Pat's pick. What's it from, Pat?
Right, so the father to this is a pigeon called the Yellow Ringcock, a pigeon that Willie gave me.
Yeah.
He's a Merlin pigeon. Now, he's a 13 pigeon. I've had him on with 6 different hens, and he's bred me winners with every hen. Absolute, probably my number 1 stock cup.
Fed
And
winners?
yeah. And his mother, a 79 hen, one of my best racers. She won 4 times. And I don't know how many seconds, thirds and fourths she had. When she dropped with a
Yeah. all
with a
the time.
bunch, she didn't always go over the pad first. She was out of a pair of Macaroni pigeons.
And we must stress, when Pat says winners, they don't just mean club winners, which it is a big club at Wasley Bridge, but fed winners as well. Many times first 6 he'd fed, first 5, first 7. They are beautiful youngsters.
Okay, this is that Lambrick hen I was telling you about, Chris. She's had 3 channel races. We've only had 3 channel races in our fed this year. She's had all 3. At the first one, she was 18th fed, beaten by 3 Loft mates, and then that was at Falaise, which is 318 mile to me. And then 2 weeks later, she was first club, first fed from Le Mans. She was 5th mid Yorkshire combine and 10th in the big combine. And then 2 weeks after that at Falaise, she was first club, first fed again, and I think she was 10th in the mid Yorkshire combine, and I think she was about 38th open with I think about 6,000 pigeons went. Now, last year as a yearling, she topped the Fed Inland and a couple of other smaller prizes, and she also topped the Fed as a young bird. Cracking him. Yeah, so now we've finished, that's end of season. Opening locked up now, they don't go out, try and bring malt on. And the feed is, we've got 3 types of malting mix here. Bears one. Bears malting mix. And I've got PJ Farms malting mix. And Versalager malting mix. All mixed together, equal parts. That's what they're malting in. And I've also got another tub here of all the stuff that I've been using over the years. Brace mix, few chopped peanuts, fat mix, all mixed together, and a bit of that goes in as well, just to get rid of it all.
Anything special in water, Pat?
Yeah, I use spabbing stuff, T3, pigeon teas, and use a bit of Ceracol. That's about it really. Yeah, so this is where I keep my stock ends. There's 35 in there. Most of them are either fed winners or the bred winners, pretty much every one of them. It's 35, I want to get down to 30 pence stock, so I've got to get rid of 5. I ain't got a clue which 5 are going to go, no idea. Probably the older end. So, yeah.
Right people, these are Pat Aliwell's auction pigeons. Starting off with this beautiful little checker hen. Really nice, tight, small to medium hen. Very strong in the wing. Very nice hen. She's from the lines of Walland and Green's Merlin pair. Been very successful for Pat over the years. Again, paired onto Walland and Green, the dam. She's winning her first federation, and she turned out an absolutely fantastic breeder and multiple federation winners. Same as a sire, 3 first feds is bred. So this hen is sister to multiple federation winners. And she's a lovely hen. Absolute quality. Small to medium. Very, very strong hen. Strong in the body. Got all the traits that I look for in a pigeon. She's very nice. And the ring number of this hen is GB20Z 50013, number 13. A lovely blue hen. Sister to multiple, a minimum of 6 first federation winners. Looking on that pedigree. Back to the Merlin pair. Beautiful pigeon. Right, this is the second pigeon that I'm showing in Pat's auction of just 10. Again, a lovely tight little checker hen. Small to medium. She's got a touch of Franz Walls in her, this hen, which I didn't know Pat had. But predominantly a CNC Lambrecht crossed Macaloni pigeon with a touch of Franz Walls. Again, both sire and dam. In fact, the sire has bred 3 first federation winners, and the dam, it just says multiple firsts, including first feds. So again, you can't ask for much more. You know how much I rate Pat very, very highly. One of the best sprint man, if not the best sprint man in Sheffield. Some people may argue, but he flies in a different fed to most of Sheffield because he lives right on the west side of Sheffield. But his results are incredible, as you've seen from previous videos. So again, this beautiful little hen is sister to multiple first federations. Franzwolds, CNC Lambrecht and Macaloni's. You know the relationship he's got with Willie Macaloni and Paul. Paul describes him as one of England's hidden gems. He keeps quiet. He don't like being photoed or being on camera, which is why I'm showing his pigeons while he stood there. These are true quality. Exceptional fancier with exceptional pigeons. This one's ring number is it's 2020 A 38014, and it's another beautiful medium, small to medium hen, strong in the wing, plenty of body. They're not deep pigeons, they're not long keeled, they're just a lovely type. Very, very nice. So that's the second one of Pat's. Right, this pigeon, lovely check white feather cock. Ring number GB20 A38009. Lovely check white feather cock. 100% Macaloni pigeon. He really is a fabulous cock. Absolutely beautiful. Strong pigeon. It'll be a medium-sized cock when he fills out. It's absolutely beauty. Beautiful pigeon. His sire, super breeder for Pat, bred by Macaloni's. Again, Federation winners galore. 53 cocky calls the sire. Absolutely fantastic. Super breeder, one of his best breeders. Multiple first federations again. And the dam, Macaloni again. First federation, first Nottinghamshire, Yorkshire, Derbyshire combine. First fed, and the combine were over 4,000 pigeons. Famous, obviously, Pat is for his Macaloni pigeons. As we've said before, one at first in UK to bring them in, or the first actually, back in 2004. He only gets the best from Macaloni's. In fact, a lot of the time they exchange pigeons and swap pigeons. So, again, first feds, second combine, over 4,000 pigeons over water. So they're doing it at the middle distance as well. And he is a beautiful young cock. Lovely body on this pigeon. Again, strong in the wing. You can see how they'll do that middle distance as well with the wing. There's no real step from the secondaries to the primaries. Beautiful pigeon. He is a lovely pigeon. I've given you the ring number 009, a check white feather cock, 100% Macaloni, and the very best of them pigeons. Fantastic pigeon. Right, slightly different colour to Pat's pigeons. This is from two direct Lambrechts, CNC Lambrechts, not not Stefan Lambrecht, Carl and Cyril Lambrecht, 2 directs. Started breeding from these pigeons, the 16 pigeons. Pat didn't get this pair, which he calls the black pair, because they're obviously dark. He didn't breed from them until 2018, and since then he's had 5 first federation winners from this pair that he's kept together, direct Carl and Cyril Lambrechts. And that's just first feds. I'm only working off first feds with Pat, because to mention the seconds, thirds, fourths, etc., I'd be here for a week. Such is the calibre of his results and his pigeons. So this is 100% CNC Lambrecht. As I said, the parents have been together for 3 years and bred 5 first federations. 5 first federations in 3 years, plus other top prizes. She's a lovely little hen, slightly smaller, on the smaller side of medium. A lovely eye on her. Very tight, strong in the body and the wing. Very nice. Absolutely lovely. She is a nice hen. Lovely little hen she is. Lovely racy type hen. Ring number is 20A 38011. Number 11. 100% CNC Lambrecht. Full sister to 5 federation winners. Absolutely tremendous. This next pigeon is the nestmate to the previous pigeon out of the black pair. Direct Carl and Cyril Lambrechts. As we said, they took the parents to 2016 pigeons, but Pat didn't breed from them till 2018, and within that short space of time they bred him 5 first federations in 3 years. So it's a nestmate to the previous one. Another lovely checkered hen. Absolute class. Nice, tight and small. Bit smaller these Lambrecht pigeons to his Macalonis. Again, as I said before, that pair is kept together and they've bred 5 first federation winners plus other top prizes in the fed. And he's just told me now that he's never bred from any of the children of this pair, which, you know, they breed in the fed winners, but he's never bred from them. So anyone who purchases these 2 hens from the black pair, the Lambrecht pair, you may find that the children of the black pair also breed top winners. Again, lovely, tight little hen, strong, good condition. She's got a lovely eyeball as well. So the ring number of this one, the nestmate to the other Lambrecht, is A38018. Full sister, 5 first federations plus others. As I said, with Pat, he only works in federations because he wins that many and gets a lot of other prizes as well. So that's the nest pair to the other one. Direct, 100% Lambrecht pigeon. Carl and Cyril Lambrechts. Beautiful. Right, the next one, and this is special. Very, very special, this one. Anyone who's seen the previous short videos I've done on Pat, sat on his sofa in his and his very, very swanky orangery he's got. We sat in that extension bit, and he has a few stock pigeons from Macaloni's. One of them being the yellow ringcock. It's not got a ring on it, it's just got a yellow plastic ring which Willie put on there to mark it as a gift for Pat. And what a gift it's been, as Pat says on the video. The yellow ringcock is sire, grandsire, great-grandsire to loads and loads of fed winners for Pat. Runs through a lot of his pigeons, and it was a gift due to the friendship with Willie and Paul. So the sire's the yellow ringcock, multiple first federations with different ends, and the dam won the fed herself, and she's a top stock hen, and she's from Mr. 12 and the 41 hen. Again, the best of Macaloni's. The amount of prizes and first prize winners and fed winners are just too many to mention, literally too many to mention. And this is a beautiful young cock. Fantastic eye on him. Lovely body. Slightly apple-bodied, strong. Lovely wing. Absolutely beautiful. He is a lovely cock. I'm very, very impressed with this cock. Very, very nice pigeon. From the yellow ring cock. Going back to Macaloni's 12 hen, the old hen they had, fantastic breeder. Beautiful cock this. GB20Z 50072. It's a blue cock, and he will make an absolute cracker. Don't forget, Pat's got youngsters from the yellow ring cock in his breeding loft, breeding winners for him. So brothers and sisters to this are already proven breeders. Blue cock from the yellow ring cock. Number 72. You'll not be disappointed with this one, I assure you. Fantastic. The next one of Pat's that I've got here, an absolutely cracking checker hen. Absolute beauty this hen. Just been going through pedigree with Pat. It's 100% Macaloni from the best. The cock topped the fed himself, gone on to breed fed winners again. And he's from the 24 cock and the 19 hen, which Pat's just said are an absolutely outstanding pair of pigeons, breeding fed winners galore year on year again. So that's the sire. The dam is from a pigeon that Pat calls the blackbird. A fantastic breeding hen, direct from Willie and Paul Macaloni. And the cock, also from them, another super breeder, breeding multiple top federation prizes, first 10 of the federation, just year on year, just incredible. Anyone outside of South Yorkshire probably won't have heard of Pat, although he did have a very, very successful sale at Blackpool last year, just with 6 pigeons. I've asked him for 10 each year for foreseeable future, which he's going to do. But he's one who doesn't sell pigeons, doesn't like being splashed everywhere, keeps himself to himself. One of UK's hidden gems, as Paul Macaloni calls him. So, beautiful checker hen. GB20A 38016. She is beautiful. I like this hen. Really like this hen. Medium, small medium, tight, strong body, Very nice. 100% Macaroni. Again, full sister to many fed winners. Many fed winners. Beautiful. Right, the next one is a lovely checker cock. Be a medium-sized cock when he fills out. Again, they're all of a type. This one's a slightly different line. It has got Macaronis in it, but it's also got Leach Brothers from Ebden Bridge. Fantastic pigeons they have. And it's got, well, the sire's 50% Macaroni, 50% Ian Cameron, which were a Van Loon pigeon. Super breeder as well, by the way. Pat's just told me. So a different line, but again, similar type. It's obviously the type that Pat goes for in his family of pigeons, because you wouldn't really be able to tell that it is a different line. Lovely cow. Lovely bodies. Lovely wings. He's got a lovely violet eye as well, this pigeon. The sire top fed himself. Multiple top federation positions in the first 10. And is the sire and grandsire to lots of winners as well, including federations. And the dam were bred by Leach Brothers, Ebden Bridge. And we all know what pigeons they've got. And some of these names: Syndicate Cock, Claret Iden, Golden Heart and Trinity. Leach Brothers pigeons, what I know of in this pedigree. And he will be a cracking cock as well. Again, full brother to federation winners. That's all I can say. Federation winners. There's not many lofts. Even though all the big names that we all know of, there ain't many lofts on a parallel with Pat Aliwell. Quiet man, doesn't like visitors, doesn't like cameras, which is why I'm doing this, as I've said. He's only stood there, but he won't do it. But there's very, very few lofts to parallel Pat and these pigeons. Handwritten pedigrees, not fancy, true performance pigeons. And trust me, really the English fanciers need to wake up and smell the coffee. Stop following trends, stop following all the hype and the marketing by these massive names. True performance pigeons. That's all you want. Start and buy true performance. All these pigeons are Pat's. And any pigeons that are fetched to auction, really, they fetch to auction because they're top performing pigeons, not because of the paperwork. This paperwork is handwritten, but it's just full of federation results, top winners. No fancy names, no hype. Just top pigeons. You can't get... Right, this one's another 100% Carl and Cyril Lambrek. Pat's just said it's from his very, very best Lambrek hen. Top fed herself when she was racing, and is now the dam of multiple federation winners, as well as other top prizes. It'll be a lovely cock when he's matured. Again, he'll be medium-sized cock. Strong in body, his wing, strong in the wing. He's a lovely pigeon. So the dam is from what Pat's just said with the golden Lambert couple, what he had. They just teamed winners out. They're both dead now. He says, but they teamed winners out constantly. And the sire is again from, well, the sire's a direct Lambert pigeon, Carl and Cyril Lambert. Obviously Pat has the majority of Macalonis, but these CNC Lamberts that he's got are absolutely fantastic. He's forever telling me that the ones he's got have all bred fed winners. You've got the black couple, the black pair we've spoke about, and then you've got this hen, the 97 hen. He calls her the 97 hen. First fed, then went on to breed loads of fed winners. So again, a full brother and half brother to fed winners. You can't get any better. CNC Lambert at its best. The last one of Pat's, cracking little checker tick-eyed hen. Slightly small, but she'll be small to medium when she develops. She's a lovely little hen. Tight, strong, little speed machine. 100% Macaloni. Off one of his best breeding pairs. Paired them together as yearlings, and they've churned winners out ever since. So the sire, top fed himself, bred multiple fed winners, and like I say, paired the parents together as yearlings, and they've bred winners ever since. Not just together, but with others as well. And they are 2012 pigeons. So again, she is sister to fed winners. The dam top fed herself, as well as going on to breed them. As I said, no fancy names to give you, just results. And that is what you should be looking at. And I say should, because a lot of English fanciers still don't. She's a cracking little hen. Ring number GB20A 38017. Beautiful little 100% Macaloni hen from the best. He only gets the best. Good friends with. And that's it. That's the 10.